First play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And Oliver made the tackle. A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Mayfield down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Lions will take over. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 28. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Third and goal.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. From the 45 on second down, Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Desmond Trufant brought him down. A gain of 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And 17-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Buccaneers.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you. Try
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. It's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
I'm talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 4th touchdown on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17. Lions.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaac Yiadom picks it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
First down, Mayfield. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Buccaneers 27, Lions 6. Cairo Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's only going to make it it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 34, Lions 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
2nd and 15. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his target, Samuel. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now, 1st down. I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20, 10, 5. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Isaiah McKenzie there to make the grab. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Pickup.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And that play going absolutely absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
47-yard line.
2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Try it here. He's back to throw. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Lions, 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Inside the 10 to the 9. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
And again, it's Mayfield. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that one's going to incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. That'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Going for it all. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yiadom picks it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.